Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we're coming to you today from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. And we're going to stay in Michigan for a little while. Kellie Dean, an old friend and the CEO of Dean Transportation, is joining us. And Kellie, it's always good to see you. How you doing?
Chris, I'm doing just fine, and thank you. I'm so honored to be with you today, hold you in high regard, and I've been looking forward to being on the program.
Well, I think we hold each other in high regard, and there's a lot of reasons that I hold you in high regard, and we're going to get to that. Kellie, let's talk a little bit first off about Dean Transportation, because a lot of people don't know the full spectrum of services.
Well, we appreciate that, Chris. Love to be able to talk about the business. I've been operating this business and owning it for a better part of 40 years. And prior to that, I came from education. So I was a teacher and administrator who went into the yellow school bus business. We started with 100 vehicles. I bought 100 vehicles, and we serviced two customers here in the state of Michigan, and since we've had some steady growth over the years, and the company has a 60-year history. I bought it. It was called Special Transportation. Changed the name to mine, Dean Transportation, which is pretty consistent in our industry. And today we're operating in 60 different locations across the state. We stayed only in Michigan, and we transport over 80,000 students a day. Half of those have students with special needs, and that equates to about 1,600 yellow school buses. So we're the largest in Michigan, and I think we're ranked in the top 10 in the nation. And our objective is to do things the right way, safe, effective, and put a high priority in training good, honest people that want to work with kids. And so that's our story.
Well, and here's another piece that I will throw in. When you were teaching at special ed, that grew this passion for that. And that's when you and I first met, when my wife, who was not my wife at the time, introduced us. We have been good friends for 51 years. That's a long time. I can't believe I'm still alive.
Yeah, and me too. So my honor for those all those many years, Chris. Thank you.
Well, it's been great. So tell us a little bit about 24. How did 24 go for you?
24 was inspiring. It was much better because, I'm sure you've had 100 people say there was no playbook to get through COVID and to get through the terrible pandemic. And I thought, well, once the virus is over, things are going to get better. Well, no, it's been a very slow climb back up to get even to some normalcy since COVID. And so, but we're doing better. For example, I'm going to tell you that we're operating with about 2,500 employees total. But it took us this last year to hire 900 people just to continue to keep our workforce up at the 2,500 level. So that is a lot of recruitment, a lot of costs in recruitment, a lot of really intense work by a lot of people that normally work towards just getting kids to school back and forth. Everybody in our business is now a recruiter, helping to bring new people in, and we're almost back to even. We still need good people to work, both from a workforce standpoint and getting back to some normalcy and getting back to a good trajectory moving forward financially. We're looking forward from 2024 into this new year.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. And congratulations, by the way, because as you know, the number one problem for business right now is talent. It's getting people, and how you were able to recruit that many people is pretty cool. Let's talk about 25. How are you feeling about this year?
Well, yes. Well, I'm blessed to be an eternal optimist, and so I know that we can work things out. As I said, the pandemic was tough, and I thought we'd be back quicker, but it's been a slow, steady pace. 2025, the projections look better in a lot of ways. An important part of, as you reference talent, important part of our objective is to retain the talent that we have right now. We have spent so much money that was never effectively budgeted for recruitment cost and onboarding and training of 900 people. To get 900 people in our business, it took us nearly 10,000 applications. So we had to go through that many to find 900 that passed all the background and all their credentials. We have very strenuous background checks, and important that we don't give up on that, because effectively we in our school bus business we work with kids, and so it's very important. So we're looking forward to retaining and still continuing to fulfill, and also we're on a strong trajectory to grow. So we believe we're going to have some more growth this year.
Excellent stuff. It is. Congratulations on the company you've built, the tenacity, and now your boys involved in it. It's just an incredible family story. And I didn't even get to the philanthropy that you guys exhibit as part of your culture. We didn't get to the Lansing Promise. We're going to have you back on. So don't leave your seat there. We'll call you in a week and have you back on. All right.
Well, you know what? I look forward to that. There's a lot more that I'd like to talk about you too, and all the great things that you do. So we appreciate it, and I'm always glad if anybody's interested in a good job. It's a great retirement job for folks to come and join us at thedeanteam.com.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And driving those black cars back and forth to the airport is really fun. That's Kellie Dean, the CEO of Dean Transportation. I'm Chris Holman, and you're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.